everyone, this is Mrs. Mack, and the video is going to show you how you read ebooks and listen to Sora. There are a couple of different ways to get, and I will show you all of them. Here at Learning Elementary School, you can go out to the library and link right here. You can go to Sora, also instructions. If we scroll down, how to use Sora as well. So this is always on the library website. The other way is through Clever, and I do at home Clever to find resources. So I'll do that as well. So we're going back to our Learning Elementary School website. Scroll down under our right here. There is a link for Clever. Click on Clever, and if you have a badge to do that, I will click on Google, and all students do have an email through the school, and you'll need this login. If you don't know email address and password, you can send me an email, leave that information, or all the classroom teachers give you that as well. So please don't hesitate to send me an email. I'd be happy to send email with all of the information that you would need. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click here and sign in. And I am going into Clever. And the nice thing is once you are logged into Clever, there are links for many resources. We have WorldBook, which is one of our library databases. Here's Sora, which we're using today. PubbleGo is here as well. So there are a lot of resources through the library and through Canton Schools that you can find in Clever. So we're going to click here on Sora. And again, Sora is a collection of ebooks and audiobooks. And the thing with Sora is you have to make sure you're going into the right school. So it should say, my school is Kenmore Tonawanda UFSD. If you're going into Sora for the first time, you'll have to set this up. So you can click right here on switch schools or find my school, and it will give you different schools here, and you have to find the one that says Kenmore Tonawanda. If you don't see it, you can click right here on the bottom, my school isn't listed, and you can search. So you can just type in Kenmore, you could type in Tonawanda, and it'll pop up. You can see it's right here, Kenmore Tonawanda UFSD. Click, this is my school. So that's very important. Make sure to sign in using Kenmore Tonawanda UFSD. Okay. And here it is. Here is Sora. So you can see our school is listed up here on the top, and it's the school district. So it will not say Lindbergh Elementary or Franklin Elementary or Hoover. It will say Kenmore Tonawanda UFSD because Sora is for all students who are part of Canton Schools. And you can scroll down to find books. On the bottom here, there are tabs. There's a home tab, an explore tab, shelf, and then one that says me. Explore is how you will find books. So you can just scroll down and browse. You can look and see what's available. Here are the Harry Potter books that are available right now for the month of April in Sora. If we scroll down, there is a popular subjects area. So if you know you love reading mysteries, for example, you could click right here on mystery, and there is a collection of mystery books to scroll down and look at. Let's look at the Boxcar Children right here. It says borrow. That means I could borrow this book. Nobody else has it checked out right now. If it says borrow, it's available for you to check out. You may wish to read a sample before you check it out. You can click right here on read sample, and a few pages from the book will be available to you. If I click right in the middle of the screen, I can start reading. And I can use my arrows, or if I have a touch screen, I can swipe the screen with my hand to turn the pages. Now, if I'm finished, I need to click the middle of the screen again. And if you notice, when I click the middle of the screen, there's a menu that comes up on the top and the bottom of the screen. And this allows me to then close the sample. So up here in the corner, I can close. The other thing that's nice about this menu is it shows you on the bottom your progress in the book. This was just a sample, so there's just 7 pages. But if you check out a book and it's the whole book, it will tell you what page you're on. And then up here, you can bookmark your spot. So if you are reading a chapter book and you don't finish it all at once, make sure you bookmark your page. And then when you're finished, you can click on close and it goes back to the main screen here. The other thing you can do is just click on the cover for the book. This takes us into a screen where we can find more information out about the book. So you can see right here in the middle, it gives us a description of the book. On the side, it tells us that it's an ebook. It tells us the series and the author. And we can click on borrow right here to borrow the book. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to borrow it to show you what it looks like to check out a book. And it automatically does then take me into the book. Okay. I'm not interested in beginning to read right now though, so I'm going to close and I'm going to go back to, I could go back to Explore. I will finish showing you the Explore tab. So we looked at popular subjects. We could also scroll down some more. Here are some classic books that are available. New ebook editions. New audiobook editions. Most popular. And we could keep scrolling down to find more suggestions available now. You can click on any of these covers. You can click on the link below to see all of the books that are in this collection. Or the other thing to do is to search for a book. So if I go all the way up to the top here, there's a search bar. You may have a certain series that you want to look up, or a title, or an author. Let's look up Jan Brett. That's the name of an author. I'll type it in and click go. And you can see here we do have some books by Jan Brett. Gingerbread Baby, The Night Before Christmas, Hedgie Blasts Off. There's a number of books here by Jan Brett. Now let's look at the Gingerbread Baby. Notice it says place hold. It does not say borrow. That means this book is checked out right now. So you could not check it out right now. Somebody else already has it. If I click on the cover of the book, it takes me into this screen to show more information. And it tells me underneath here that I probably have to wait about 2 weeks to read this book. So that gives you an estimate about how long you would be waiting. If you want to put a hold on it, you can. Then your name would go on the waiting list. Or you could just check the next time you're in Sora and see if it's available for you. Okay, I'm going to go back. So we searched for an author. We could also search for a title or for a series. I checked out a Boxcar Children book a little bit earlier. Let's see if there's any other Boxcar Children books. And there are. So you can see you can either search for a book up here, or you can just scroll down and browse for books in Sora. Now, your shelf, right down here on the bottom, we were using Explore, but your shelf right down here is where your books that you check out will be. This is your bookshelf. So if you remember, I checked out the Boxcar Children, here it is. So it tells me it's due in 13 days, and I can open the book and start reading it. I could also click on options, and this is where I can renew the book or return the book. So if I'm finished before 13 days, I will return it so that somebody else can have it as well. Oops, I'm going to hit cancel there. Okay. So you will mostly use the Explore tab and the Shelf tab. The tab that says Me is where you can have your name, and it tells you how many, keeps track of your information, how many books you've read, how many books you've opened, the total time you've read, things like that. But usually you'll spend time in Explore looking for books, and then when you check them out, you'll go to your shelf to read them. So Sora is a library that has ebooks and audiobooks for all students in grades K through 12 in the Kenton district. One more thing to show you is over here we do have a menu, and this is where there are some settings. When you're finished reading, you can click on sign out on the bottom. But if you are a member of the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library, if you have a library card, you could click right here and add a public library. You can connect your public library account to your Sora account, and then you would also be able to read ebooks that the public library owns in addition to the ebooks that the Kenton Library owns. So lots of nice options here with using Sora. And this is such a nice thing for while we are at home, because you have access to a very large collection of books to keep you busy with reading. So I do hope that you check out Sora and that you enjoy reading the nice variety of books that are available to you. Have fun!